Well,
Yes, ma'am.
we've discussed this at length.
Oh, yeah.
Relationships, it's no secret. They're hard work. And trying to meet Mr. and Mrs. Right is not for the faint of heart. It could be a roller coaster. Bad dates, cheesy lines, and heartbreak.
Yeah.
I
So
mean-
joining us to help the singles out, all those folks who are out there who are still trying to mingle, is Matchmaker and Tinder's relationship expert, Devyn Simone. Good morning to you.
Good morning, ladies.
Well,
I mean,
this is
holy hallelujah, we don't have to worry about this. But you know, we have friends. We have
Yes,
friends.
that's
Yeah,
right.
still in the single strike. Why is it so hard? Dating is so hard.
Dating is really hard too, and you know, in part of Tinder's green flag study, they actually found that 91% of men and 94% of women agree that dating in the post-pandemic era is harder, that it is a challenge. So you're not alone if you feel like dating is a challenge right now.
And it's pretty close between the genders.
It is. So what's interesting is we're seeing an assumptions epidemic. So men and, you know, women think men are over here and women think men are over here. But actually, they're a little closer than you think, which is what we found in the green flag study, which is so great.
So lay it all out for us. What is the green flag? Because we hear red flag for just about anything. It's nice to hear a green flag.
Exactly, and so that's the thing too, is like we think there's so many red flags, and there are, to be fair, there are a long list of them, but there are a lot more green flags than we think. So the green flag study was commissioned by Tinder, and it's an international survey to really get a sense of the state of dating now. Like what's, instead of assuming, right, like let's really see what people are thinking. And we found a lot of, misconceptions. For example, 65% of women, we found, think all men just want to hook up. They just want a casual relationship.
Yeah.
But in reality, less than a third of men are looking for a casual relationship.
Get
Only
out of
29%. Yes, there are a lot of men want commitment. They want a real relationship.
Men want a serious
They
relationship
do.
too.
Huh. So they're not
Interesting.
100%. Let's just do the casual thing.
Right.
Now look, if you make it easy for them, but no, they want a relationship too.
So what are the green flags? What are the qualities we're looking for that are like ding, ding, ding?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're finding too that men and women are also very similar in terms of the things they're prioritizing. So things like honesty and loyalty took the cake over attractiveness and other qualities, even over height and say job title, which is, as a matchmaker, refreshing to hear, because we know, and you guys in relationships as well, that the quality of the person matters.
Right.
The other stuff can fade and come and go, but you should be asking yourself, do I want to be friends with this person? Is this a good person? Do I respect this person? Doesn't matter how tall or how luscious their locks are if they're not great.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Good things come in small packages. Good guys, okay.
Listen, my boo is 5'6", but let me tell you something. He's everything I ever wanted. But
I love that.
I love
But
it.
he's also really hot. But he's also kind and committed
Right.
and all of those
So
other
she
things.
got a lot of green flags.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
got a lot of green flags.
Yes.
Okay, what about casual sex? Can we talk about that? Because I mean,
Casually.
casually,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
Especially people who are dating online feel that most men are on apps,
Right.
looking for just the quick hookup or casual sex.
Right, and so that goes back to our point too of, look, again, if you make it easy, they're probably gonna take it. But not all men are just looking for that. And so that assumption that so many women have, 65% in this case, that all men are just looking for hookups, in reality, of less than a third are looking for that. Men do wanna invest in a partner, they do want long-term partnership. A lot of men actually do still believe that they are the ones responsible for initiating or kind of taking that initial step and initiating a relationship as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about finances? Are people looking at how much somebody is making? Like that's a big factor, because there's that whole thing about who should pay.
Yes.
Right, the paying etiquette.
Yes, and so, you know, about 50% of men in this survey said that they believe that they should be paying on the first date. Women said that they believe men typically pay about a third of the time. I say, as a matchmaker and dating expert, girl, if he invited you on that date, you better act like you were allergic to that bill. Don't touch it, don't pretend, don't pull out the wallet like, should we, because it's confusing anyway. Like, I've met a lot of great guys who go, oh, I planned on paying, but she said she would pay too, and I didn't want her to think I was dismissing, you know, her feelings, so we
Right.
split it. And now she's turned off because she's thinking he let me split, but he's confused because he's like, she said she wanted to. Just
Oh my gosh.
keep your wallet in your purse, but be gracious and thankful. Don't go to the date
Right.
expecting a free meal.
Right.
Don't go to the date being like, he should have done this. Just say thank you. I
Right.
appreciate it. This was lovely.
Don't show up with just your lip gloss and your phone.
Right.
But
At least
you're
have a bag.
What if the woman is the one that asked for
Yeah,
the date?
I mean, guys, if you want to get bonus points, you should still pay, even if she initiates. He should
Really?
still pay. Chivalry is not dead.
Yep.
It's not dead. Though what we're seeing in this survey, by the way, which is interesting, is that chivalry has evolved. So there's a thing, digital chivalry. So men admitted that
this?
they believe women still want chivalry, which we do. Women have said they want things like putting your phone away on the date. Don't leave it on the table.
Yep.
Don't leave it face
I
up.
like that.
Put the phone completely away on the date. That's digital
Interesting.
chivalry.
Let's introduce that to husbands. Digital chivalry,
Yes.
chivalry, still alive.
Still
dear.
alive and well. This was interesting about the green flag study. Men are socially progressive, but romantically traditional.
Right.
What is that?
And so that goes back. They believe in women's independence. They're supportive in that way. They wouldn't necessarily label themselves feminists. That's what we're finding in the study. But they very much believe women should be able to pursue careers that they want, do things that they love. But they're traditional because they do. Remember, over 50% of men believe they should still pay for the first date. Over 70% of men do believe that it's their responsibility to initiate the next step in the relationship, whether that's asking her out, whether that's proposing, whether that's, you know, saying, hey, will you be my significant other? Are we in a committed relationship? So they still are traditional in certain ways.
Yeah, well, thank God they're not stuck in the 50s.
Right.
Thank
Because we don't want to go
gosh.
there.
Right.
Okay, so listen, we have a viewer question for you,
right.
Devyn. Sarah from Brooklyn, this is what she's asking. If the dating apps aren't working, what should we do to meet men in real life?
Sarah, get out of your house. Get out of your house. Shower, brush your hair, feel good, maybe dance to a song that you like, and then go places. Look, dating in New York is hard. I'd argue it's harder than most other cities. But the good thing is, especially in the summertime, there are so many activities
Everybody's out.
and things to do. I mean, you could just go for a stroll across the High Line. You can go to food festivals or go to like Smorgasburg, go to music festivals, go
Bryant
to
Park
running
for the
clubs,
movies.
go take a walk. If you're going to a movie with girlfriends, walk from your place down there, but also be present. Make sure people have a lot of misconnections because they're on their phone when they're walking.
Right.
They're talking on the phone, they're listening to music, eyes down. And so the hottie could have just walked by you 5 times and you didn't even notice because you're like this.
Good
so
point.
eye contact, smile, go up and talk to someone, be approachable.
Shower.
And we were talking, shower,
Hot,
brush your
shower
hair.
hot.
Shower, brush your hair, and brush your teeth. We were also talking about do your hobby that you like.
Yes.
Because maybe you'll find someone there. Like
Yes.
the bowling league.
Yeah.
Yes, but also maybe do a hobby you don't love. Because if you do yoga and you love yoga, yoga's great, do it.
Sure.
But if it's 99% women in your yoga class,
Oh, yes, yes,
And you're
yes.
looking for a dude.
yeah, like maybe also try to learn
Right.
paddle or
Pickleball.
pickleball or whatever. Do something else too. Yeah.
Underwater
Great.
basket weaving.
Probably won't find him there, but who knows? Your
Okay.
king could be there.
Good luck that one.
Devyn, thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies.
This is a real treat for us. And for more information on the Green Flag survey, go to tinder.com.